I've never been here. Have you been to Vegas, Brittany?
Oh yeah, plenty of times.
Oh, plenty of times. Is that right?
Well,
Okay.
I'm in California,
Oh.
so it's very close.
Well, you
So,
know what? Yeah, when you're in LA,
Yeah.
you go all the time, basically.
Yeah.
And
Maybe
then
I'm a little scared to go.
yeah, and I saw, I made the mistake. I didn't talk about this yet, but they said, "Oh, you." By the way, I went to Michael Jackson one last night at Mandalay Bay, and it was pretty good. Actually, I had
That's
fun.
where we would stay normally too.
Yeah. Oh, really? Yeah. So
Yeah.
I went there, and it was fun, and I got the tickets for free. And the way I got the tickets though was through torture, and it was because.
Torture
Yeah, it was torture.
or
I would have rather been physically beaten than sat through this fucking timeshare thing. I'm not kidding you. It was a timeshare. I'd never been to a timeshare meeting. I didn't realize how hellacious they actually are. They are really, really bad. And I sat through it, and I'm trying to be nice. I should have just told the bitch fuck off, but I want to make sure I get my free goodies too as well. But I'm sitting there. It was literally 4 hours to get out of this. The breakfast that you're supposed to get for free was complete garbage. It was like one of those grab and go breakfasts that you get at a fucking hotel. You know what I mean? Like that they started giving away everywhere since COVID.
I've done this too.
Yeah, just as an excuse not to cook an actual meal. Yeah, you're like, oh, you've been to one of these? I was like, dude, oh my God.
I've been to one of those type of things too.
Oh, dude, it was
like,
so bad. It was so bad. And then at the end, the bitch ended up getting mad because actually, you know what? I thought about doing it. I almost got a timeshare, even though I knew I didn't really need it or want it. But I almost did it. Like they're that fucking good. Like they're using persuasion techniques and like, you know what? I compared it on Twitter. Cassandra Fairbanks, I mentioned this on Twitter and she quote tweeted me. And she said the same thing happened to her, and the same exact thing happened to her. She almost bought one too. It's like when the police extract a fucking confession out of a person, you know what I mean? That's not true. And sometimes they are true, even if they are crooked methods. But sometimes you'll see some people, there is a phenomenon where people actually confess to crimes they didn't commit. And they just to get out of the room, you know what I mean? Like, it was like that. Like, it was that type of pressure. Anyway, it was this Hawaiian bitch, and by the time... I only say bitch now because at the end, when it was clear I wasn't going to buy it, she started getting all snotty and da-da-da-da. I was like, look, I'm not buying it. Da-da-da. So then we go up to this room. It's me and my fiance, May. And so we go up to this room, and some fat bitch walks in, fat white bitch. I'm just describing this for Dingo because I think they did this on purpose. And so they brought her in, and then she's like, oh, you're pregnant? She's 5 months pregnant, going on 6. And they're like, oh, you're pregnant? How cute. I have 3 kids, and let me just tell you, it's all okay. And da-da-da-da. Like, bitch, I know it's okay, fucking fat cow. Like, you think you're the only one ever had a kid? Shut the fuck up. Anyway, so.
Damn, Ralph.
Yeah, you know what? I'll tell you, I wasn't thinking that at first. This is, on review. Then, so she's like, okay, and she's asking questions about how did fucking Polynesian bitch do, and I'm like, okay, yeah, I don't know, she did fine, whatever. And so then at the end, it becomes clear that I haven't faced the final boss yet, Dingo.
Oh my God!
This is a new boss who makes me a new offer on a timeshare, not in Las Vegas, but it's in Palm Beach. And she's like, this offer just came across our plate. By the way, this is a lie.
I'm sure it did.
Yeah, it did just come across your plate, you fucking bitch. Anything that came across your plate, you already ate the fucking shit. Don't fool anybody. You know that didn't fucking happen. Anyway, this just came across our plate. We think you'd like to know, and it happened to be half price, almost on the dollar. And so, anyway, so she has a new offer, and I'm like, nah, I don't, I'll think about it. I wasn't really going to do it, but I was like, okay, give me a minute. I talked with May, and she's like, no, I don't think so. Who knows? We got a lot of stuff going on. We should have our kid first before, right? And which is true.
You just had a kid, or are you about to have a kid? I feel like I've seen.
Well, I have another kid too, but that's a different story. Yeah, so I
know how to ask a question that doesn't lead to a 4-hour story.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I have another child, and I'm thankful and blessed to have him, Alexander. But yeah, I'm not able to see him. It's a long story basically, but don't get me started on that either. But anyway, so she gives us that offer, and I'm like, okay, give us a minute to talk. And so we talk, and I'm like, no, we're not gonna do it. Sorry. And so she brings over the final boss, who is like the head man. He comes over. I swear to God, he puts his finger down the page. He's got a diamond ring that probably costs like, I'm not kidding, probably like $150,000. And I don't know if they thought this was like gonna this is supposed to impress people or what. But when I see a motherfucking salesman with a diamond ring, not to mention the Rolex with diamonds all over it that he had on as well. When I see a fucking salesman that puts down his hand and he has a Rolex and a diamond ring on, I don't think good things. I think this motherfucker's a crook. That's the immediate thing that I think. You know what I mean? Like a salesman, this motherfucker looks like LeBron James with his fucking jewelry. Like this is not. This something's going on here. And so anyway, I finally turned that down as well. And they start like, oh, this is once in a lifetime. And I'm like, well, I don't know. I'd like to think on it. Maybe I would. And I'd like to go home and think on it. Da-da-da. Like, well, sorry, this is like finding $100 bill on the ground. I can't just give this offer to anybody. It's all pressure tactics. Never fucking sign up for a timeshare. And if you do, definitely don't sign up for one at one of these meetings. Maybe do your research and, shop around and find a good deal or something like that. Maybe it would work better that way. But anytime somebody's trying to give you a deal and they tell you you have zero time to think about it or look it over, it's a scam. The only time that would ever be acceptable is maybe if you've had a back and forth negotiation already. You know what I mean? Like you've already went back and forth for a bit, and then the person just says, okay, look, this is my final offer, right? That's perfectly acceptable. But you know what? Any other time, this is a pressure sales tactic used to fuck you over, basically. And they almost got me. But they did.
Dude, yeah. I used to work with a guy named Sam, and this dude is like, it's fucking hilarious because he never showed any emotion on his face, in his speech, nothing. Everything was just super robotic. And he was telling me about the timeshare thing, dude. And they got him and his wife. I couldn't believe it. Like, Sam don't fuck around like that. Sam's a Scottish type cheap guy, but he fucking spent the money on the thing. And I was like, damn, what kind of salesman got this robot motherfucker?
Dude, they almost got me. I'm not kidding. And, they're like, you get the week here. Honestly, it's way cheaper. I'm straight with MGM properties, honestly. And they'll fucking comp me. Now, like I said, sometimes you have to pay the resort fees or whatever. I don't give a fuck.
Sushi comp.
Dude, I'm comp, nigga. I don't give a fuck.
Is it sushi?
No, I didn't get the comp sushi.
Remember that dude?
Yeah. Well, who do you mean? Yeah, I do remember.
That mass shooter's brother. He's like, we were getting loads and loads of sushi comp. You don't understand.
No, sushi is great, I have to say.
It's the fucking bomb, dude.
I haven't got the sushi comped yet.
I've never eaten sushi, and I don't feel like I could do it. I feel like
Wait, why?
I don't like when my food gets still
Because she's
alive.
a fucking woman. Women do this kind of shit. They don't want anything good that we like, Ralph.
It freaks me out. Like, I want my food to not look like it's still alive.
You know what? I used to think that too, and then I ate sushi, and I thought, this is delicious.
Even if it tastes good, I don't think I'd be able to enjoy it just because it would just freak me out.
You know what?
That's the most female thing I've ever heard in my fucking life.
That sounds like eating pussy, even if it tastes good. I'm not sure if I'd be able to enjoy it.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Sorry,
I didn't say anything about the Randbot thing. I didn't say anything about bringing up. I didn't say anything about bringing up Patriot Front. I didn't say anything about a lot of stuff, Ralph. But I'll be a motherfucker if I'm going to sit here and let somebody denigrate the act of cunnilingus right in front of my face.
Even tastes good. I don't think I can enjoy it. Just being, put in that position. I'm not sure that I can truly. All right, no, I can't enjoy it. I'm just kidding. All right, now.
Oh, thank God. Thank God.
All right, now let me look here. Let me look at some of these other chats here.